New importers sometimes think that buying directly from a Chinese manufacturer is a rather straightforward, simple process, especially in the world of Alibaba. Just find a supplier, shake virtual hands, send the money, and there you go. While that process may work for some lucky buyers, even the most experienced importers get caught out. Costs creep up, orders get delayed, and what you thought you were buying turns out to be something completely different. Sound familiar? That's because the system isn't built to make things easy for you. China's manufacturing game is massive. The country produces more goods than anywhere else in the entire world, but that also means the process is layered with complexities. And if you don't know how to navigate them, you'll end up losing time, money, and patience. Today, we're breaking it all down, the real challenges of placing an order in China, and how you can avoid the pitfalls. We're talking minimum order quantities, price negotiations, product specifications, and the all-important logistics. So stick around so that by the end of this, you'll know so much more about how to play this game. Okay, first things first, placing an order isn't just about buying a product, it's a strategy. You mess it up and you feel the consequences across your entire supply chain and probably lose a ton of money. So say you order a batch of products without properly vetting your supplier. Turns out they use cheap materials, and now you're stuck with subpar goods that won't sell, and your customers, they're demanding refunds. Or maybe you think that you've negotiated a good deal until you realize that you didn't factor in shipping, custom fees, or sudden material price hikes. Your margins gone. Every single part of this process needs to be controlled, and that means knowing your supplier, knowing your numbers, and most importantly, knowing your risks. Right, let's get into the biggest obstacles you'll face when placing an order in China. Challenge number 1, minimum order quantity, or MOQ. This is one of the biggest headaches for small importers. Factories aren't interested in tiny orders, they want volume. The bigger the order, the more efficient their production line runs. So if you're a small business just starting out, that's a problem. Let's say a factory's MOQ is 1,000 units per order, but you only need 200 to test the market. What happens? They either turn you away or charge you a ridiculously high price for that smaller batch. So what can you do? Number 1, negotiate a lower MOQ, but don't just ask for it. Show them that you'll place consistent repeat orders. That's really what suppliers want, stability. Secondly, combine orders. If you've got multiple products, see if they'll bundle them together under one MOQ. Number 3, partner up. Find other importers who need the same product and split the order. Bottom line, factories prefer big fish, but if you play it smart, you can still get what you need without breaking the bank. Challenge number 2 is negotiating cost. Let's talk about money. You never accept the first price a supplier gives you, never. Here's how it works. The more you buy, the cheaper it gets. That's basic economics. But for new buyers, they get quoted higher prices because suppliers aren't sure if they're serious. Want a better deal? Here's how you negotiate. Order strategically. Suppliers drop their prices when they see long-term potential. Get multiple quotes. Play suppliers against each other. They all want your business. Consider bulk shipping. If you bundle multiple orders together, you save on logistics, and suppliers might lower the product price to secure a bigger order. One mistake importers make is chasing the lowest price at the expense of quality. A cheap product that breaks easily will cost you more in returns and bad reviews. Price matters, but reliability matters more. It also matters that you take a moment right now and hit that like button to help me out with the algorithm if you are finding this video helpful. And as a way of saying thank you, here's a picture of a puppy. Now, back to placing orders. Challenge number 3, product specification and inspection sheets. This is where a lot of people get burned. You think that you're ordering one thing, but what arrives is completely different. Why? Because you never lock down the details. Enter the product specification sheet, PSS, and the inspection specification sheet, ISS. These are your lifelines. Starting with the PSS, this document spells out exactly what you want. Size, material, colors, branding, packaging, everything. For more on the PSS, check out this last video. Moving on to the ISS, this is for quality control. It tells the factory and inspectors what's acceptable and what isn't. If a supplier sends the wrong product and you don't have these documents, tough luck. You've got no legal grounds to dispute it. Now here's a pro tip. Attach these to every PO. If a supplier doesn't follow them, they're in breach of contract. Simple as that. However, I should point out that if you haven't protected yourself upfront with the PSS and ISS, there's very little to no recourse when it comes to international sourcing, which is why it's so important to have an experienced team on the ground to vet suppliers and run factory audits. Can't imagine where you'd go about getting something like that. Challenge number 4. A lot of people think that logistics is a separate problem. Wrong. If you don't factor it in at the order stage, it'll bite you later. Here's what can go wrong. Shipping delays. The factory says 2 weeks, but production takes 6. Freight costs skyrocket. You didn't lock in rates and now your shipping costs double. Customs clearance nightmares. Your paperwork isn't right and your order gets stuck at port. So what's the fix? Number 1, negotiate shipping with the supplier up front. Many factories offer door-to-door pricing, a one-stop solution. Number 2, use a freight forwarder. They handle customs and keep costs predictable. Number 3, always calculate your landed cost. That's product plus shipping plus customs plus fees. If you don't know this number, you're playing blind. So here's the truth, you don't have to do this alone. A good sourcing agent or company can find reliable suppliers and cut through all the nonsense. They can negotiate better deals than you can on your own. They can ensure product quality by handling inspections and compliance. When should you hire one? If you're new, ordering in bulk, or need logistics support, get a pro involved. It'll save you money and stress. All right, let's sum this up. Placing an order in China, it's not just about clicking buy. You need to understand MOQ and how to negotiate it. Get the best price without sacrificing quality. Lock down the product specs and proper documents. Plan your logistics from the start. The takeaway, be strategic. Know what you're doing or work with someone who does. Now I want to hear from you. What's been your biggest challenge when ordering from China? Drop me a comment below, and if you found this useful, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos on international sourcing. And I will see you in the next one.